What's up YouTube? GB Trader again up for another day. Today's December 20th and I'm just here to make a trade recap basically based on the trades that I took yesterday. The first one was a loss obviously on the alpha accounts, and I'll show you why. This was a pretty stupid loss, not gonna lie. I basically forced this trade trying to make that winning day and trying to get to that payout. But obviously, as you can see, I lost quite a bit. I lost the whole the daily drawdown basically, so $1,000. So I was trying to make $1,000. Sorry, not $1,000. Trying to make 500 bucks, and I was risking $1,000. So as you can see, it was such a stupid trade. But I'll go over that first. This was basically a gamble, and I was definitely, acting upon my emotions, basically FOMOing and trying to force a trade that doesn't really make sense. So, and then I took a dub on my Topstep accounts. But yeah, I'll go over those two trades right now. So for this trade, my drawn liquidity was this hourly gap that was never tapped into, and obviously the daily, so not the daily, but the data lows that we never touched as well. So, and also my other drawn liquidity would be the this guy here, which is the previous daily high. So yeah, market open, say 6 o'clock. We made a gap, new day opening gap. We filled it right away, and basically was just, I don't really know why I entered up for this leg right here. Like, I know it was such a bad trade, but I was pretty much just forcing this trade at this point. Originally, I was going for a 1-to-1, and then I decided to just, risk my whole drawdown, which was so stupid. Like, it's been a while since I've done anything like this, but somehow every time I'm so close to like a payout, especially on the alpha accounts, I always tend to force a trade or just really take bad trades basically, and that's what happened. So right now I'm like 2 days away from getting the payout instead of that one winning day that I needed, since I need 2 750 winning days to meet the consistency rule at the same time. So we'll see what I get next week. Anyways, I entered off for this displacement candle. I was pretty much just pattern trading at this point. It was so stupid. And I entered right at around 6:23. So I mean, it's not even Asia Open yet. It's just, like basically market open, like Sydney Open or something. But that's such a stupid trade. I mean, I was pretty much just guessing as to where the market would go, and I bet that it would go lower. And obviously, as you can see, I pretty much bottom took my loss right here. We started ranging after that, and that was at work, so I couldn't really go break even. So that was a stupid condition as well. But this is all on me. I'm not gonna blame the markets. I'm the one that pressed the button. So as you can see, I got stopped out at around 2 o'clock. So it took quite a bit, but yeah, I was in drawdown for quite some time. But yeah, that's how I lost $1,000. That's why I'm back to 53,600. But yeah, next week I'm gonna be risking a 1-to-1 instead, and I'll try not to be stupid again. Definitely should learn from this loss, obviously, because I could have gotten the third consecutive payout from the alpha accounts on this guy here actually. Because I've had these accounts for a while now. I've had this for like over a month now, which never happened before. Because usually I would blow the accounts after getting my first payout. But I'm on my way for my third one on these accounts right here specifically. So, but yeah, pretty disappointing trade. Definitely disappointed myself after this trade. So after this trade, I went back on my Topstep accounts. I looked. Since we were somehow displacing to the upside at this point, I looked for continuation to the upside. So that's what I did. So let me go over that second trade that I took on the Topstep account, basically. So yeah, pretty much got messed up around here. Actually, I got stopped out around 10 o'clock. Yeah, this is where I got stopped out. This one right here, around here. Because there was 100 points stop loss and a 50-point take profit, which was so stupid. But anyways, got stopped out of that trade, so I went on my Topstep accounts, trying to catch the next leg to the upside, which I did. Basically, my drawn liquidity is still the same, previous daily high, and so around 10 o'clock, that's when I got stopped out, and I was pretty much just waiting for a retracement to this gap right here. This is a 5-minute gap and also a 15-minute gap, so that was a pretty strong support area right here, which I was waiting for us to get tapped into. So basically, I waited and I waited. I waited to see if we're gonna hold this gap actually. So you can see we got these two displacement candles here. I entered off for this third displacement candle right here. This was also the 15-minute. I think not. The 15-minute close was right here, 145. But I entered that around 155 right here. Entered off of that, stop loss just below the gap, 34-point stop loss. Initially I was targeting the previous daily high, but I had to trail my stop because I was already up like a 1.2 something. Then I got stopped out around this area here. That's how I made like 1.2k off of the 5 accounts. So that was my trade actually, and I also went break even on this candle right here, this swing high right here. That's why I break even. But yeah, I pretty much just, caught the continuation to the upside on this trade. And then also, as you can see during NY session, we took all the liquidities to the upside, this previous daily high. We also took this daily high as well from December 17th. And we almost took the one on December 15th. So we'll see how we do next week. At this point, I just need one more winning day on the Topstep accounts to request another 10k payout if I don't lose the next trade. I'm only going to be risking like 150 or maybe 100 to make 150, so we'll see. It's either going to be a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-1.5 trade next day. But yeah, main thing with me, I just have to, keep trading like a trader instead of trading like a gambler. Just like what I did with the alpha accounts. So I pretty much just set myself back 2 more days in order to get that payout. I could have gotten the payout if I actually waited, and if I actually took that 1-to-1 loss instead of, taking the whole drawdown with me. So yeah, that's about it. Enough yapping. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.